It's the Ranger's most powerful weapon versus the King of the Monsters.
It's morphin' time.
One last time.
All those moments will be lost in time.
Welcome back to Comic YOUniverse, the only nerd-centric thing you need in your life. Here once again with C-Dubs, and welcome back to YOUniversal Fight Club. Round 1, fight! And yeah, if you're new to this, Dubs, give them the 411.
Basically, this is where we take two people from pop culture, comic culture, nerd culture, and we pit them off against each other. We give you kind of the rundown of some of their maybe basic powers or their origin or things to that nature, and give you our perspective, and we debate on who would win in the fight. Now, to determine who would win in this fight, there'll be an annotation above. You guys just have to click on who you think would actually win this fight. Okay, and today we have...
Oh, we forgot to announce the winner from last week.
Yes.
Rocket versus Chewbacca.
You must, yes, I know you really want to let everybody know.
I finally did it again!
Again? The first one. That's the first one you won.
No, this is the second one I've won.
How so?
Because this is Dracon versus Batman.
Oh, you're right. Okay, he did it. You're right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. And I got a good feeling about this one, too.
Hey, all right.
So, by 55%, Chewbacca beat Rocket by 44%, so close, but no cigar.
So you won with Chewbacca. I'm surprised, to be honest with you.
I'm not going to do that.
Too late, you already did.
It sounds like a deaf guy cheering.
Mike's like, what's going on? Anyway, so this time we got...
from one of our subscribers, Nolan Unejo. I hope I'm saying that name right. I apologize if I completely butchered that. And today, we've got...
the Megazord from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Versus the King of the Monsters himself, Godzilla. So...
Alright, I'm going to let you start this one off, because this is I know you're fiending to let everybody know why Godzilla is going to take down the Power Rangers.
So, Gojira, what more can you say about him? One of the most powerful beings in existence. The King of the Monsters for a reason. Born out of radioactivity and unstoppable. Gods, machines, other monsters can't stop him. The dude wiped out the entire Greek pantheon. He took out the entire Greek pantheon by himself in one comic. He took down Lucifer. He took down, and it's not, it's a mech. Guess what? That's Godzilla's forte. He wrecks mechs on a daily basis.
You've been wanting to say that all day, huh? He wrecks mechs. He's gonna get that tattooed on his arm next episode.
Rex mechs. Yeah.
Sounds like a bad food. Anyway.
Like a bad Saturday morning cereal, right?
Right.
So, yeah, he's taken on multiple monsters. The military can't hurt him. Atomic breath. He could actually internalize all of that radioactivity in his body and blast it out like a dome. He was capable of the red spiral beam, which is his more powerful move. Incredibly strong. Teeth that can bite through titanium, even stronger metal. Everything about Godzilla. And the other thing that a lot of people forget is that Godzilla's intelligent. Godzilla, while he's not capable of speech, the dude can think out a plan really quick. He's like, oh, light bulb, I know how to beat you now. So Godzilla is he is a force of nature, unstoppable. There is no force on any plane of existence that can stop him. The dude, like I said, he beat the devil. He beat the Greek gods. He took out a whole legion of angels. And this is all comics from IDW.
I got you.
Everything. You throw something at him, you're screwed. It's better to be be at the king's side than in his path, because that path is going to be cut through by a blue beam of atomic energy. So tell us how he's going to destroy the Megazord.
You forgot about the flying dropkick.
Yeah, that too.
The devastating flying, sliding on his tail dropkick. So
don't knock the dropkick.
I'm a Godzilla fan. All right, but in this particular fight, I have to go ahead and tell you why the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers got this in a bag. You talk about in their forte. Come on, this is just another big giant monster to these guys. And though he is not just another big giant monster, they will learn that pretty quickly and figure that out. It's not out of their wheelhouse to have figured out, that it's going to have to think outside of the box to beat him, or whatever the case may be. Now, since you were able to go into the realm of the comic books and use all of the plane of existence to explain what Godzilla is capable of, you got to think about all that the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers have to their availability. When fighting the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, you're not just fighting necessarily just one Megazord. You're dealing with 5 separate Zords at one time that could cause havoc, wreak havoc, on him, not knowing which one. So basically, while he's focusing on this one's taking him down or whatever, fighting him off. And he's not opposed to facing multiple enemies either, obviously. Then again, it all connects into the tank version. The firepower with the tank version is a lot more than anything the military's ever thrown at him. Let's just be real. We're talking energy good enough to on atomic scale as well. And then we have the actual Megazord and the fighting skill and prowess of all 5 teenagers involved. Bring their set skill to the table. Now, though we may never have actually seen the Megazord break it down with some hip-hop keto, the Godzilla has never seen anything like hip-hop keto. Instead of that light bulb, he'd have a huge question mark trying to understand what the hell this Megazord is doing. It has the shield to protect from the atomic breath, if you will. It has the ability to call down the thunder, or the sword, if you will, that could slice through mountains. His hide is going to be nothing.
You forget that Godzilla can regenerate instantaneously.
Sure, absolutely. But we're dealing with a mystical technology that is it's fused together, that Godzilla's never really faced anything that advanced. Sure, the Mechagodzilla is a mech, but there's much, much more to the Megazord. It's not just technology. It's mystic in some of its nature, if you will.
But he's taken on and killed mystical beings.
Oh, you're right. It's usually one or the other. It's not a fusion of the two, though, is where my key is, and where I'm lying my faith to be. But on another level, is since you're going to dig deep down into the comic books, I have to kind of say there's also the fact of him having to worry about a particular green guy out there with his own Dragonzord. Well, why not? It can fuse together with the others. And Titanus is also a version together with the Megazord to create even more power. That's not cheating. If you're gonna say the movieverse and the pantheon of gods are canon, then I should be allowed to say.
All right,
Titanus.
I'll give you that.
Okay.
I'll give you that.
All right. In Titanus, the full version of Titanus is the Megazord with the Dragonzord on Titanus, full power. And that is firepower I don't believe Godzilla has ever seen coming at him at one time. It's up to debate on how he would handle that, and this would probably be by far the hardest fight they've ever faced. But Billy is very resourceful. It may come down to, okay, we're not going to be able to beat him head on like this. So maybe we design a pill or something that puts him to sleep. Who knows? And they beat him as the little Power Rangers they are, opposed to the actual Zord. There's so many different things that they have too many weapons and variables to distract him and throw at him in their arsenal. But I think at the end of the day, the combined power of all 3 Zords would take out the King of the Monsters. That's just how I see it. So now it's up to the universe, unless you have a rebuttal to that.
Dude, he's killed, mystical beings. Like, one comic,
Sure. So have they.
He's killed, one opponent came from the future, was a cyborg from the future.
Right.
And the best way he could defeat Godzilla was dropping him in the ocean, which Godzilla still killed his ass. And that's Mecha King Ghidorah, by the way.
And they beat an alien witch. So
yeah, he beat Mothra, technically a goddess. He's killed her multiple times in most movies.
I understand, but I could Zed, Rita, Goldar, Scorpionox, I almost said. Scorpina. I mean...
But have the Rangers taken on, like, actual deities?
Yeah, what is the thing? Oh, I don't remember its name. The one creature with the, like, the... It looks like crystals for hair.
I know the one you're talking about.
The head that just floats in the air. That is essentially a god. So, because he's also making his way into the comic books. I saw that too. But anyway, I think they have faced something on equal playing field. But again, they have faced earth-shattering monsters. Day in and day. It's a normal thing. And I would say that though Godzilla has been around for many, many years... Okay, I would beg to say that there's a chance that the kids, the Power Rangers, may have more experience than even Godzilla, because though he's been around many years, these kids essentially have this fight almost every day. It's almost every day they face a monster to some degree. So you know what I'm saying? They've seen everything from powers that shrink you, hypnotize you, turn you, make you frozen. They have faced everything. So just a guy shooting a blast is very powerful. I get it, but it's just a guy shooting a blast at the end of the day.
But then you look at, the other stuff, Godzilla's weathered through, like, again, like, they've tried, like when you said, Billy could probably think of something to block Godzilla's power. They tried that. Godzilla's body instantly counteracted that.
Okay. But they didn't know it would do that. Would Billy be able to? That's the question. Could and would Billy be able to, and or Zordon and Alpha, figure out that his body would do that? They have faced regenerating monsters, self-healing monsters. They have faced things like that before, and I figured it out. And another tool that is never really focused on in the series that they have is the Arctic breath from the Mastodon. Would that be able to slow down his metabolism enough to where something could work? Or to just freeze him and hibernate him. That counts as a win too. You don't have to kill him to win. Could his the breath, when it comes out of his nose, I don't know, what do you want to call it? The Arctic breath out of the Mastodon's nose. Is it cold enough to basically freeze Godzilla or slow him down enough to where now the Rangers have the advantage? That, I guess, maybe an X factor that we would have to determine, or actually the universe would have to determine on who would win in that. So this is a tough one for me because I'm such a fan of Godzilla, and any given Saturday or Sunday I could sit here and be on your side, but I'm unfortunately on the side of the kids today. So I'm going Megazord power all the way, and you're going...
Yep, power of Godzilla.
So Universe, in the annotation above, let us know who you think is going to win this fight. Is it Morphin time, or is it
G? Is it G time?
Oh, G time. Oh, big G in the house. Anyway, guys, until next time.
Oh, we got a fight to talk about next week. So from Green Arrow Hunter, we're going to be doing a good old-fashioned Marvel DC battle between Beta Ray Bill, the Oath Brother of Thor, versus the leader of the Red Lanterns himself, Atrocitus. So until next time, see you once more in the universe.